To add a source to a RefME project, simply click the Create Reference button up here in the right-hand corner, and you'll be taken to this page. Now, RefME can create citations for many different source types, the most popular of which are listed here across the top. If your source type is something other than this, click the More drop-down menu and you can search for the type of source, or you can do a search for it in the box here. RefME allows you to search its database of sources, which is based on what all RefME users have already entered, or to enter the information for your source by hand. For websites, simply cut and paste the page's URL, and RefME will fill in the information on that source based on the information that it can find. A note of caution, however: if the web page is not coded in just the right way, RefME may not be able to pull all of the necessary information for a proper citation, so you will need to enter this information manually. For example, this page, Painting with Words, Georges Perec's work, is actually an article from a web-based journal called Street Notes. The page's metadata, or descriptive data, does not make this clear. So, on the RefME source information, I would need to add this information by hand, Street Notes. Also, I noticed that it was volume 20, but that option doesn't show up here. You can click here for more fields, and that comes down here, volume number 20. Now, also, in looking at this, I note that this author shows up, and I think this is probably the page's editor, but that's not the author of the article, so I need to just transfer this information up there. And when you're done, click Save. And you'll be brought back to the list of sources. And here's the source we just entered. For journal articles, you can search by title or author or DOI or URL for electronic sources. If you are unfamiliar with DOIs, the term stands for Digital Object Identifier. Now, these are objects that have been given a stable web address that theoretically should never change. At this point, they're more often associated with journal articles and electronic theses or dissertations, but that's expanding all the time. The numbers either start with a 10 period and then numbers after that, or DOI:10 period numbers, blah, blah, blah. And they're usually found at the beginning of an item or with the item citation information. For example, here is an article with a DOI listed on the cover page. If RefME cannot locate your source, then you can enter the information manually using this form. Again, if you need other options or need to enter other types of information, go ahead and click the More Fields option, and other possibilities will open up. You can also search for books using the same search methods as articles, or you can enter them manually, of course. When you return to the project screen, you'll notice that RefME gives you the suggested inline citation for the source. However, you'll need to check that that information is accurate. In this example right here, the recommendation is wrong because it is supposed to be an MLA format, but it gives the name of the author followed by the issue number of the journal, which is not correct in that citation. So you still need to check these citations to make sure they're accurate. One other note of caution comes with the RefME smartphone app, which allows you to manage your projects, but it'll also pull information from a book's barcode. If the book is a collection of essays or articles, RefME has no way of detecting that. So what it will do is pull in the information of the book, but the editors will be listed as the authors. And if you're using a specific chapter by another author, that will be problematic. So if you're using a book chapter, it's best to go ahead and enter that information manually.